Hello, and welcome to Afternoon Tea with Karen. Today I've been meditating on faith and life choices, featuring Shirley. First, I need to talk about Nasa Hassani because I haven't got a video. Teenage TikTokers fake security act at Drake concert, Grand Prix slammed. A teenage content creator has been labeled foolish and desperate to achieve likes after posing as a security guard to sneak into a Drake concert and the Formula Grand Prix. Social media prankster Nasser Hassani, 18, donned high vis and fake MSS security credentials to gain access to two high profile events earlier this year. He appeared in the Melbourne Magistrates Court on Monday, pleading guilty to 8 charges, including 2 of obtaining financial advantage by deception. In a since deleted TikTok, allegedly narrated by one of his co accused, the video begins with the statement, "This is how we snuck into the Grand Prix and got into a $7,000 ticketed event for free." The court was told the organisers of the Australian Grand Prix had been fined €200,000 by the International Organising Federation for the security breach. Hassani was arrested on March the 26th, police finding multiple driver's licenses among his belongings, some fake, others previously stolen. There'll be some of the other 6 charges. His lawyer called for her client to be placed on an adjourned undertaking to be of good behaviour and receive a financial penalty. He has pleaded guilty at the earliest opportunity and is genuinely remorseful, she said. Her client got carried away making prank videos and now no longer uses TikTok. He recently completed a security course at RMIT and started a digital marketing business. The police prosecutor labelled the offending planned and sophisticated, knowing the incidents were posted online to gain notoriety. After standing down the case to think about an appropriate penalty for the enormously troubling offending, Magistrate Rosemary Feller returned to the bench. "The only proper sentence is a financial penalty," she said, slapping Hassani with a $4,000 fine. "Each payment you make will be a constant reminder to you," she said. Won't be constant because it's only $4,000 worth. He's going to be more concerned, I would think, about the 8 criminal charges. Anyway, let's have, with Rosemary, faith that all will work out well. Now, let's listen to Nick Shirley at the No Kings protest and then something from a couple of weeks earlier.
It's making it tough because it's...
No, President Trump said he was going to deport the worst of the, quote, illegals. Instead, he's deporting every Christian refugee, every immigrant who's here, whether, we forget, I don't think anybody says this, but it's a misdemeanor to come into this country illegally, a misdemeanor. And we're treating these people like it's a federal crime and there's no due process. So
one time I got a misdemeanor, I got 3 of them, and I had to pay a lot of money and go to court, and I had to sign a plea in abeyance.
Right.
And so I was treated like a criminal because a misdemeanor is a crime.
Misdemeanor is a crime, but you had due process. You weren't thrown in jail. You weren't deported for it.
Yeah,
so,
I had to pay a pretty big fine.
I got to let you go. I got to find my sister.
Thank you very much.
Take
You
care.
have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the protest. You guys, fun story. I had just turned 18. I went and did a YouTube video. I went and lit a bike jump on fire in a national park in the water. Like 3 weeks later, I think I had the national parks at my door and I got 3 misdemeanors. And they said I either had to go to court. Pay a fine, or I could sign a plea of abeyance. Still pay a fine. So I paid like $600, I think. And then for 1 year straight, I couldn't get in any trouble with the law. And if I did get in trouble with the law, then I would be, then those misdemeanors would be back on my record. But it was like a silly misdemeanor. I just did a bike jump on fire, and I didn't really think it was too much. It was just having fun with the boys, and then three misdemeanors later, we got it figured out, paid the fine, did the plea in obeyance, and everything's been good since. Wow.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name's Nick Shirley. I'm 23 years old. I'm a 100% independent YouTube journalist. And over the past year or so, I've been able to go to 15 countries. I've hung out with people in the gangs of Brazil, in the favelas, in the prisons of Secot. But yet the most dangerous places I have been here in the United States, unfortunately. And I've had the opportunity to show people about the protest Antifa here in the United States, and there's nothing organic about what they are doing here in the United States. I've watched people be bussed in from states. I've watched the same lady at a protest in Atlanta be bused to the protest in DC and then in New York City. There's nothing that is honest about what they are doing. And they have signs. I've seen the same signs here in DC and in London as well. It's a big organization and corporation that they're running. And people may wonder, like, what's the threat to us as Americans if we go? Well, you'll be labeled as a fascist, you'll be labeled as a Nazi, and they'll wish death upon you because they wish death upon me. And just last week in Portland, Oregon, I watched a lady get trapped in her car, surrounded by Antifa, and her sister messaged me after seeing the video. She said, the only reason I think my sister was safe is because you were there recording. I also was chased out by a member of Antifa who said he would smoke me, and next thing he knew, a DHS sniper had lasers on his chest. If he was not there, who knows what would have happened that day. These people are very dangerous, and people wonder how they're able to do it. The reason is because these cities are not enforcing the law. And why should these people be worried if the law is not being enforced? And we are not far right, nor are we far wrong. We're just right. And the truth about what's happening here in America with these groups is very dangerous, and I thank you, Mr. President, and your administration as well for acknowledging that.
Thank you very much.
This is the lady in the car he was referring to. And there's the sniper incident. Since the debacle when he was 18, Nick's been doing protest videos, and he's always very polite and very interested in what the police and security services are doing. So the snipers look out for him. And that'll do. See you later. Bye.